Trying to get another piece up in here. I've been looking at darling for quite some time. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been captivated by the face. Almost feels familiar. She really feels familiar. And it wouldn't be the first time that's happened. I'll draw a picture or a face, and then that person actually shows up. I've done it twice that I know of. But we're gonna put it to the side for a little bit. I got another one that I really wanted to work out tonight. But we are on the verge of beautiful things. So what we're gonna do in the coming week is clay. And if clay is your thing, I like to call it clay porn. Because it's just like that. It's so hands-on, you know what I'm saying? It's ecstasy. I just love to feel clay. Shaping and molding, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to join in that, all you do is get you some clay, some what's this, Crayola shit? Get you some Crayola clay. I love the terracotta. Some of this right here. And we got the wiring because we're going to build our skeleton, and also some aluminum foil. If you can get a small thing of aluminum foil and some of this and some clay, we're in business. And I'll show you how to do characters and whatnot using just these tools. So that's what's coming up this week. I got to find a board though, because I want it to sit on a surface that I can carry around. And have that be that. But the piece in question tonight is an oldie but goldie. Hope it can fit in here without killing everything. Not too old. Not too old. What am I sitting on? And we're gonna get this bad boy. Sitting on something. It's getting cracked a bit. All right. So here we go. We're gonna tighten up this piece tonight. This is one of my favorite ones right here that I had in the tuck. I haven't been able to put my hands on it, but we're gonna clean up some of this, just little parts on here. We're just gonna touch it up because it's been sitting for a while, and there's a little bit more I want to add to it as well. And this is let me turn it around just in case somebody does come in, so I can see the chat. There we go. But this is what I like to do every year for myself, is do a self-portrait. And this year I decided to not do the current state of things, but kind of project myself into the future. It's a really useful tool for those of you who believe in manifestation and training of the subconscious mind and whatnot. This is a beautiful method of putting yourself there before you get there. And this is how I see that kind of it almost feels like a retirement. I don't want to say retirement, but just new endeavors kind of thing. And because I'm new again to fishing, like, I'm going to take it back up. I got my license and my poles. I just finally got some bait to put on the lines. I'm going to brave it and go out there one day and sit on Lake Pontchartrain or something and see if we can't pull something out the water, because there's a bit of a esoteric undertone to fishing that I've been guided to relearn, I guess. So we're going to get our heads back into that mind state by updating what we've already put down. And it's being a student again, and it's making mistakes. It's really what it's about, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, everybody? But that's why I really want to highlight these strings, because throughout all this chaos, he's still making it happen, right? Like, I'm still gonna make it work, but it shows the novice in me, you know. It's like really being honest with myself about what that's gonna look like. So, you know, this is a really powerful tool for your own. You gotta do it like mine, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be like super whatever, painting or drawing. There's a lot of ways you can get into the energy, but when I show up finally for the fishing portion of my education, I want to already be there, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? I already want to be there in the energy. And the one thing that has never lied to me in life is nature. It's never lied to me. It's always given me the brutal, honest truth about life. And nowadays I get along better with the animals than the people. You feel me? The plants. It just feels more wholesome because they're still doing what they're supposed to be doing at the end of the day. It's not that I don't like people, it's just easier to communicate without all the bullshit, if that makes sense. But I've always had a strong tie to nature and animals and shit. So it only makes sense. But these are all my spirit animals, the fairies, the mermaids, like they all just came into one picture. So it's kind of like a picnic field day kind of thing. We got my owls. Well, I'll show you a little bit closer. We got the owls on top of the hat with the baits on the hat. The fairies, you can see all the strings wrapped around. I want to thin them out. I was actually thinking of using actual real string, but dragonflies, I love these guys. They walk around here all the time. They're in the front yard sometimes in the morning. Those smaller heron looking. And don't ask me what I caught in that pail, but it looks like a little bit of everything. Then the fish are jumping and the mermaids, but you know, using for bait the dream catcher. Because like I said, fishing has a spiritual tone to it as well. You know, kind of like fishing for the souls of men was like a quote there or something that I came across when I first started this. And it kind of applies to everything, you know, things that you want in life or the people that you look to associate with. You have to be in the right area to kind of fish them out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm putting a lot of my manifesting energy into it. And now I can really clean it up. But it's been some time since I've seen it, so what I've learned up till now about painting in myself is really going to come into play. And that's what I look forward to. kind of like taking a final exam. You know, what did you learn about, what did you know what I'm saying, your journey between when you started to where you are now. And it's been quite a bit. Quite a bit. But this goes into the subconscious mind. So when I get out there, this is going to be the feel. And I almost didn't even know it. I was been working out with the pull-up bars and everything, so I'm starting to cut out like that. You feel me? And that's what I mean by the power of art. Mm-hmm. Gonna bring this out too. Can't barely see him. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome in if you're new. Chat is always open. We always talk. State of affairs, spiritual matters, whatever. It don't really matter. As long as it's respectful. I think I need some green. Look at the blue that I was looking for. But let's start in the back, with the background. That way we don't have to maneuver into all that other stuff later on down the line. I want to lighten it up a bit back here. That's a better sky. Let's see if we can make this tree line a little bit brighter. Find some green. Oh, we got greens for days. Oops. We got it all over this already. Oh well. Yeah, that's a nice green right there. I like that one. Thank you, Rosetta. I like that name. Rosetta. Starting to look better already. Part of that is because I got more colors than I did the first time. And I got a lot of extra brushes left over from class. So we can really get some fine details today. Part of me wants to take it apart. Because these are all add-ons. Everything around the border is nailed on there. Maybe another time. Damn, it's been 20 minutes already. Tonight's gonna go fast. That's working. Nope. I'm gonna make sure to get a couple of palm trees in there now. everything but the chemtrails. Yeah, that'll work. Maybe more purple. That's the English ivy green. I don't think I've ever used this. Let's use a little bit of this. Must have used it. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. That's nice. What is this shit? English ivy green. Mm-hmm. Oops. Another brush. That should be good. There's some kind of purple right here. Oh, we got olive green too. Uh-oh. See what this does. Okay. It'll give it that algae kind of look. This is the bayou after all. How much time we got? Damn. I'll work this white a little bit more for you. Roll out for tonight. I would take longer, but I got a sub tomorrow, so. But looks like we got room for a bit more of the shoreline right there. Just a little bit. Let's try that purple. We did a lot in a little bit of time. See, yeah, it's just about perfect. Oh, it hangs right there. As much as I don't want to, I think I'm gonna have to use some black. Well, we are about the end of the hour. Kindred spirits. But we're gonna try it just before, just to see what it looks like. I don't like using black as much. Alright, let's see. That's not bad. Give it some vegetation. Yeah, I lied. We'll give it another couple minutes. I just want to see something. Mm-hmm. I turned out good. Pushed everything back a little bit more. But a short line is a bitch when it's so level. But not impossible. I have to pull out the smaller brushes tomorrow. We'll bring some foliage up in there and then make it a little bit darker. Because I want to make it look like it's getting ready to rain. That's just so NOLA. If you're on one side of the street, be pouring down rain. As soon as you cross the street, from bright as I don't know what. Some of the weirdest shit you ever seen in your life. All right, that'll do it for us right now. Oops. Well, at least they got caps. Alright, so let's have a looky. We did all that in the background right there. The thing is, you can't look at it this way. You gotta look at it level. How that line disappears from the border. That's not bad. It's a little tricky. Let me get these, yeah. Well, I was just trying to get shit done right there, so we're gonna go back in on that. We might have to actually use the one I created right there. I'm gonna use that one right there as the you know, the model for that right there. Good. Now we gotta do something with it right here. And put some darker purples right there to make it look like it's getting ready to rain back here. I think that'll really make the contrast pop out more. So I have to keep that in mind tomorrow when I'm out. See if I can find some purple laying about. Well, thanks for joining. If you did, we'll be back sometime this week. And like I said, if you like to do clay, we're gonna do clay. I got all the stuff, simple stuff. If you've never done clay before, just get you some terracotta or some Crayola or shit like this. Some aluminum foil. And where's my wire? I lost my wire already. Good Lord. But it's like the jewelry wire, and we're going to use that to make the skeleton of our figure. Then we're going to wrap it with the foil, and then we're going to put the what you call it right on top, the clay right on top of it in layers. So I gotta remember to get an X-Acto knife as well. That's crazy. Where did I go that? Did I put it in here? Yeah, I put it in here. So you want to get some wire like this. Now this is kind of thin, but I'm doing smaller ones. This wraparound wire. And since I'm doing smaller ones, this is the only thing they had over there today, so I just grabbed it. But this is your kind of clay you want to look. Get that terracotta, that real thick stuff. The air dry kind that you ain't got to put in the oven. Just got to make sure to keep it covered. And we'll have some fun with this. Maybe we'll do some faces or something like that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good night, good day, wherever you at.